Hello everyone, it's Dollcure, and today we're going to do another Dollcure vlogs. I honestly don't know at this point what number this is. It's probably 15, I think, I hope. Anyways, let's talk some doll news because I have some opinions and some thoughts to share. So let's have a little chat, shall we? Okay, so I have to go a ways back because there's been a lot of doll news that I've heard lately. I'm so sorry I don't have a tripod, so I am painfully holding my hand up for this whole video, but I apologize for the shaking because this is all my arm doing it, baby. I don't have a tripod. So let's go to Rainbow High Sparkle and Shine dolls. Okay, so these dolls are very gorgeous, but they have the gimmick legs. So we're seeing the gimmick legs again, yet again, and these are like a lava lamp kind of look, which honestly they look really cool. I wouldn't mind getting one, but I just want wrist articulation, please. You can take away the leg articulation, that's okay, but please wrist, please. Anyways, I might end up getting one of these because they're so pretty. Their makeup, their hair is pretty. I like the colors. My favorites has to be, oh, they're all so pretty, but I like the blonde. She comes with a dog, and I love dogs. I like her accessories. I like her look. She's kind of giving Lady Gaga, if that makes sense. Like, she's reminding me a lot of Lady Gaga for various reasons. I think I heard somebody else say that, but I'm not sure if I'm just thinking of myself saying that. The coral colored one is really pretty too. Oh, her name is Dawn. That's so pretty. I love her makeup. So I also really love Leilani, if I'm saying her name correctly. So yeah, she is so pretty. She's got such a sweet face. I love their fashions, so I'm excited for them. Yeah, I still would like wrist articulation. And the gimmick legs, I hope they don't do it too often, you know what I'm saying? But this is fun. I like that they at least had it a little different than the other ones. The other ones had glitter. This time they're doing lava lamp theme. At least it's different. I'd be worried the kids would break them. I don't have any of them with gimmick legs yet, so I can't tell you how durable they are, but I would worry that they would get broken easily and just end up in the trash. I was a little worried about that when I first saw them. So they're still going on with that. There is this girl with beautiful white, very curly hair, like big curls. Oh, she is gorgeous. There's a doll with purple eyes. She looks like one that's already been released, but she's pretty. She kind of looks like Violet a little bit. And then there is a girl that kind of looks like, she looks like Carmen to me. She looks like Carmen. So if I get any one of those, I think I might get the really curly hair doll because the other ones kind of look like dolls I already have. We'll see. There's a bunch of new Bratz. There's a Bratz Sports doll 2025. This is like a re-release of like previously released Bratz dolls. At least just from seeing the Sasha, I recognize that outfit. I don't really recognize any of the other ones. I think I've seen the gymnastics Yasmin before. But they're cute. It's fun that they're re-releasing that line, the Play Sports line. There's Bratz Fashion Pixies dolls coming out. Because I heard a rumor about this, but I didn't see any pictures until now. I have one of those dolls actually as a doll from my childhood. If I ever get one of the new ones, maybe I'll compare them, but they're very different. These are classic Bratz looks. The Bratz Fashion Pixies from, I don't know what era it was from, but I want to say 2007. They had very different faces, if that makes sense. Their sculpt was very different. Their height was different. They were very different than the typical Bratz. These ones are very much like the Bratz that are coming out these days. They have very fierce eyes, fierce makeup. Their wings are very cool. Their fashion is kind of reminding me a little bit of like Pixie stuff. They don't really remind me a lot of the original release. That's kind of nice in a way that they're reimagined because to get just a bunch of reproductions all the time would be a little bit boring, right? Especially for collectors that already have those dolls. I really like Jade and Roxy here. Sasha too. But I don't actually think I'll get any of these unless they go really cheap because I'm not really interested. We've got a mini brands, mini minis, fill the fridge. It is so cool. I looked at this listing earlier and you can like close the fridge and it'll have the UV flashlight in there so you can like, you know, make like cook the food or whatever and cure the resin. That's really cool. I actually might get that because my UV flashlight, like holding it up all the time is the pain in the butt, and this would just be cute for like doll props and stuff like that, and just very convenient. If the price is right, I might get this whenever that comes out, but it's not on my top priority list. So yeah, they also have like the normal surprise balls to go with this line. What else? There's lots of doll news that I've seen, and there's one that I laughed so hard at because it's so unexpected to me. LOL Surprise loves Care Bears. Maybe somebody told me about this, but I had no idea about this, but she looks so cute, at least the one in the picture. I think I might get at least one of these, at least one. I like when they do collabs with the LOL Surprise, the little tots. I don't really collect them anymore, but I've been liking the collabs that they've been coming out with, especially the Sanrio ones. So I might end up getting the Care Bear because they look so cute. I just, at least one. We got some more new Yummyland, and I just talked about some of these that came out, like the ones that kind of had a candy or a goth theme. I just talked about those. Those are really cute. These ones have more sweet themes, but it's not as like gothy looking. So I guess they're coming out with like candy themed. We have Hershey's Kisses. We have Haribo Gold Bears, Bazooka, Jojo Bubblegum. Oh, that's the name. Okay. I've never heard of Bazooka before, so I'm saying this and I'm like, Bazooka. We've got Ring Pop, Jolly Rancher, and Blow Pop. So that's really cute. They look adorable, but again, like I said with the last dolls I talked about, I'm not a fan of the lip gloss. So if I were to find these dolls on Poshmark without the lip gloss, that would be awesome. And I'd end up getting those. We've got Barbie Signature Peaches and Cream reproduction dolls. Now, I love the Peaches and Cream doll. I love that face from that era. Now, is this from the 70s or from the 80s? Or maybe it's from the 90s. Oh, she's so pretty. Very tempting, but I know these dolls are gonna fetch for a pretty penny. I know that for sure, but oh, she's so gorgeous. If she happens to go on clearance, I might get one because I really do like the Peaches and Cream Barbie. Okay, another LOL Surprise cool collaboration coming out with. So this is LOL Surprise loves Minions. So, you know, like Despicable Me, those movies with the Minions in them, and then there's also the Minions movies as well. Okay, there's several in this line, at least 6, but the picture is showing some of them with the costume on, so I might be counting more of them than I'm supposed to. But yeah, this is adorable. I'm probably gonna have to get one of these as well, but I'm not gonna collect the full line or anything like that, but I would like to get the one with just the normal jumper on, the blonde one with pigtails. Yeah, just classic Minions. Very cute. Here's the kicker, guys. What is a classic toy line from the 80s? Very iconic. You would know this name, more than likely. And they're collaborating with a popular Netflix show, okay? So place your guesses now. What do you think is collaborating, if you haven't already heard this yet? By the time I say this and edit this video and upload it, probably everybody will know. Take your guesses now. What toy line do you think collaborated with what popular Netflix show? So My Little Pony is collaborating with Stranger Things. Stranger Things. You heard right, people. Stranger Things. The Upside Down. Demigorgons. You know, magic superpowers. My Little Pony. Of all things, I would think Monster High. The website that I always use is youloveit.com for all toy news stuff. It's a great website. You should definitely check it out. And if you want to check out like the pictures of the stuff I'm saying here, there's no picture for this specific listing, but if you want to check out all the details and fun stuff like that, there will be a link in the description below. Amazon Canada listing teases new release for My Little Pony and Stranger Things fans. It's My Little Pony Stranger Things Collector Set 2-pack. This set will include new Stranger Things Season 5 Rocking Robin Pony and previously released Stranger Things Applejack Pony. Previously released. I'm gonna have to Google this right now. Yeah, here's the picture of the My Little Pony that they said was previously released. I wasn't aware of this. I did see an upside down Applejack before, but I didn't see one like this, I thought. Anyways, her cutie mark is upside down, like the apples are upside down. you know, like Stranger Things and the Upside Down. So that's really interesting. I would just never think it. It's just so funny to me. I did get asked about this, so I will definitely talk about it now. The LOL Surprise Powerpuff Girls collaboration. So they have OMGs for this line coming out, and also the LOL Surprise Tots. There's 3 for the Tots: Bubbles, Buttercup, and Blossom, as well as for the OMG dolls. This is what it's looking at least from the teasers that I've seen. So I think, if anything, I might get the Bubbles LOL Surprise Tot because she's cute, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling these. I don't know. Maybe I might feel differently in person, but yeah, that's my opinion on this release. I was really excited for it, but when I saw the teaser pictures, or, you know, the spoilers, I was pretty overwhelmed, if I'm being honest. So, New Lil's Pet Shops Series 4 for the G7. I actually found some of these in store. I'll insert a picture here of what I found in store, and it was actually at the store near me. I didn't even see them in Ontario, but before I left for Ontario, I saw them at the store that I usually go to where I live. So this is what the Series 3 pets are in this series. I was debating getting one, but I'm not too sure. The gold bear is really cool. The Dachshund, I was debating trying to find that one, but I couldn't find any codes anywhere, so I was like, nah, I'll wait for the codes. Anyways, I saw those are really cool. Apparently there's a new Bratz live action movie coming out, and it's including Kim Kardashian. That's kind of the gist of it. There is an article on that you can read, but there's not too much about it other than what I just said. Now, there actually was a Bratz live action movie released in the past in 2007. I do like that movie, but it's a little different than normal Bratz, I find. Like, their storyline and their friendship is kind of different. It's still a fun movie, and they have a really good song on there. There's the ending credit song that I really like. I think it's called Rainy Day. It's a really pretty song. Anyways, that was a fun live action, but I guess they're doing another live action. That'll be interesting to see what they do there. I'll probably end up watching it because I love Bratz, so I'm gonna watch that. Kim Kardashian, as far as that goes, I don't really care for her too much, but if she's got good acting, then that'll be fun. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye!